Yes, the topic is orthographic projection on the subject engineering graphics applicable for students studying BE BTech first year, right? We'll get into this construction of front view, top view and side view, namely the left side view for this three-dimensional object given or drawn on the marker board. The corresponding object is shown in this simple video. Okay, so consider the length of the object, refer the diagram, is given as 120 mm, all in terms of millimeter. 120 mm will be the length of the object, that is, this is that part shown pink in color from the left edge to the right edge. This will be the length of the object, okay. And refer the diagram, breadth is given as 50 mm. This will be the corresponding breadth of the object and this will be the height of the object, okay. The corresponding model is shown for better explanation. Consider the object usually will be placed like this, seeing the front, what is called as length, breadth and height. The three dimensions will be visible. It's called as isometric projection. What is called as isometric view of the given object is to be placed like this. Now I'm going to draw the front view following the topic called orthographic projection. Ortho means 90 degree. Graphic means a diagram or representation on the drawing sheet. And the projection to be followed is a first angle projection method or the principle. Okay. Consider this is a quadrant setup and this is first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and this will be fourth quadrant. The object is assumed to be placed in the first quadrant and this is VP means vertical plane, HP means horizontal plane. Over the horizontal plane, the base of this object rests. Okay, right. So now I am going to consider that arrowhead direction called as a front view direction indicated by arrowhead. Okay, this will be the direction of the arrowhead showing the front view direction. The view obtained will be called as a front view. So for better understanding, I turn the object so that you can see it in the camera. Okay, so the arrowhead is what is called as the arrowhead is placed seeing the length of the object. Okay, so he is not here or not on the top surface. Is placed along the length of the object. So this will be the corresponding length of the object. Earlier the object was placed like this. So now I am going to draw the front view. Looking in this arrowhead direction, that is, this is the direction. So I turn the object so that this arrowhead will be perpendicular to the plane of projection, perpendicular to the along the length of the object. Okay, right. So now I turn the object so that you can see it in the camera. The view obtained is called as front view. Another name for front view is elevation. Elevation is a civil engineering term called elevation. Now when I place this object like this yellow surface on the top surface will be merged forming a single horizontal edge on along the what is called as the base of this object. So this yellow surface will be merged forming a single top edge on the base. This is base part of the object shown pink in color and top surface is shown as yellow in color. So when this is viewed perpendicular to this arrowhead, the view obtained is called as a front view or elevation. You can see this sky blue part and this base of this object shown pink or rose in color. Okay, so first you draw a reference line called as XY line using the horizontal scale of your drafter. Okay, locate any point on the XY line, draw an horizontal line using the longer scale of your drafter. Using HB pencil is a base is showing the edges called as corresponding edges is to be shown. So draw an horizontal line of length equal to 120 mm. 120 mm means 12 centimeter. Okay. So and consider the vertical base thickness is given as 15 mm. So here this part will also be 15 mm. 15 mm. That is the base thickness. 15 mm is 1.5 centimeter. Okay. And consider one rectangle longer what is called as horizontal rectangle. Here I use marker board. The same principle can be followed when you draw it on the drawing sheet. Okay, by sliding the draft scale over the drawing sheet fixed on the drawing board. So this longer rectangle, horizontal rectangle denotes this rose color or pink color part. Is called as base of this object. And over that base, this sky blue part rests. Okay, what is the size? Refer the diagram. From this point to this point, what will be the size? So here referring the dimensions are given in the 3D diagram. This circle, smaller circle denotes hollow. This is hollow passage. The size is pi 12 is written. Pi is a notation used to indicate the diameter of the circle. The diameter of this hole from here to here will be 12 mm. So that the radius will be 6 mm. Okay. And one arc is there called a semicircle on the top surface. Refer the diagram is given as R20 is written here to here. Okay, R stands for radius and 20 mm will be the radius from this center of this smaller circle to this part. So this will be center of this smaller circle. From here the radius will be 20 mm. This arc semicircle on the top surface that it denotes. So when the radius is 20 mm means the diameter across the portion from here to here will be 40 mm. 2 times of radius. This is radius. This is radius and 2 times of radius will be diameter of the semicircle shown at here one arc. Okay. So this distance from here to here will be 2 times of radius 40 mm. So take 40 mm. 40 mm is 4 centimeter. Locate one point. Okay. At the center of these 2 end points, locate the center. That is 20 mm. Okay, here you draw one lighter line to locate the center of the circle, smaller circle or a larger semicircle on the top surface. Okay. So this vertical line is drawn. Okay. It's a lighter line. You can use HB or a 2H pencil like that. Okay. Next I am going to locate the center of the circle, smaller circle. What is the height given? This is top surface of the base. This is base part of the object that is shown pink or rose in color. From here the distance is given as 20 mm. 20 mm will be the height of the location of the center. Okay. 20 mm means 2 centimeter. From the located point here mark 20 mm. Okay. So let us dimension this. So here I use a different color. You can use thin HB pencil for dimensioning or for drawing this what is called as extension line. This is top surface of the base. That is, this is that part. Okay. From the base top surface, the center is located at a distance of 20 mm. So put narrow arrowhead, shade the arrowhead, and you can write the height as 20 mm. Okay. And the length of this overall length of this object is given as 120 mm. So let us draw dimension line. Put 2 narrow arrowheads on the both ends of the line. Shade it, and you can write it as 120. Center of the line above the line. 120. And the base thickness is given as 15 mm. That is, this is that part. Okay. So let us dimension this. 15 should be written like this. Center of that dimension line parallel to it. Okay. Or you can here write here also. Here itself I written. Okay. So this is located center of the smaller circle and top surface arc. Okay. So the object order will not be given in the examination or in practice. Here I shown the object itself. I made using cardboard and chart paper of different color. You have the diagram, 3D diagram will be given. You have to imagine and construct the front view, top view and the left side view or the right side of the front view, following first angle projection principle or the method. Now I am going to draw this circle. So radius will be half of the diameter, that is 6 mm. You can draw it using compass, or you can draw it using pro circle also. So with this center point as reference, here I use this template or the protractor. So 2 times of radius will be diameter. Locate the center. Okay. With the same center as reference, draw this arc. Out top surface arc. Radius is given as 20 mm. Take radius 20 mm in your compass and construct an semicircle. Okay, and using the vertical scale of your drafter, join with the base. Okay, so this completes the elevation. Another name for elevation is front view. This is the view obtained. Okay, according to that arrowhead direction, this will be the front view. It's drawn on the marker board. Same principle when you draw it on the drawing sheet. So next we will dimension the circle and this arc. Referring the diagram. So now I am going to draw leader line. Leader line is a line inclined at 45 degree. Release your draft scale. Rotate the at an anti-clockwise scale will be released to an angle of 45 degree. This leader line is drawn. Okay. After tilting here, the protector arrangement is given. After with this marked point as reference on the drafter scale, one line will be there. That should coincide with 45 degree angle. And rotate the nut in clockwise. The scale will be positioned like this. So draw inclined 45 degree line called as leader line. Okay. And reset your drafter scale. Rotate it at an anti-clockwise. Scale will be released or loosened. First drawn line is the XY line. Keep it the longer scale over the XY line. Holding the scale, rotate the nut in clockwise. Okay, the scale will be positioned like this, so that this will be horizontal and this scale will be vertical. Draw a horizontal line like this. Now I mark the what is called as the diameter of the circle. Put your narrow arrowhead inside the circle or outside the circle like this. Shade it. From this point to this point is the diameter. So diameter notation is pi. Pi 12 is written. Understand? Next, the same procedure is followed. Rotate an at 90 clockwise scale will be released. Mark, say, set an angle to 45 degree. Holding the scale, rotate the nut in clockwise. So that you can set it to 45 degree and draw one leader line like this to denote the circle or the radius of the circle. Okay, and reset your drafter scale. Draw one horizontal line like this. Now I am going to mark the outer arc. So here I use radius. So put only one arrowhead. Suppose if the circle means you can denote in terms of radius or diameter. Here I use a radius notation. I am going to use radius notation. From the center of this circle to this point will be radius. So radius given as R20. Mm you need not to write. Just you write a number. It's enough. Okay. So this completes the front view. Now I am going to draw the top view exactly below the front view. So usually the object will be, even according to this position, the object is placed like this. Okay, showing the length of the object, breadth of the object and height of the object. So now I am going to draw the top view or plan. Okay, so now the observer goes to the top of the object. So looking from the top, the view obtained will be called as top view. So what are the portions that will be visible to the observer? Looking from the top, the observer can see this part and top surface of the base. These portions and all will be visible to the observer. Okay. So I turn the object so that you can see it in the camera. So the view obtained is called as a top view. This portion shown red in color will be this part. This will be blue in color. And the yellow surface on the top surface of the base will be this is that part. With the hollow is there. This is that hollow passage along the base of the object. The view obtained is called as a top view. Top view shall be drawn exactly below the front view. You should not dislocate the views. Okay. This green surface at here will be merged forming a single top edge. Okay, the view obtained is called as a top view. Okay, you can see it in the camera. The view obtained is called as a top view. So use a 2H pencil. Now we are going to draw projection lines. So with this starting point as reference, draw projection line using 2H pencil like this at various points. Okay. So next, by using object line, that is using HB pencil, construct a rectangle. So the breadth of the object, this will be the breadth of the object. Okay. Breadth is given as 50 mm, 5 centimeter. So along this vertical scale of a drafter, this distance is taken as 50 mm for 5 centimeter, and draw an horizontal rectangle like this. Understand? So now I'm going to draw this red color portion. That is, this is that part. Okay. What is the portion thickness is given as a 15 mm. This thickness is given as a 15 mm. That is 1.5 centimeter. Take 1.5 centimeter from this point along the vertical scale of a drafter and draw an horizontal line equal to this distance is 40 mm. The same 40 is to be traced from the front view. Okay. And the red color portion on this part. This thickness is also given as 15 mm. You can take the same dimension which is given at here because it's a symmetrical object. So draw horizontal line and draw red color vertical line. Okay, right. So now I'm going to locate this hollow portion. What is the distance of this hollow passage? Is given as 30 mm. The center to center distance is given as 30 mm. That is 3 centimeter. Yes, is to be shown in the top view. This view is called the top view. So along this distance, locate one center. Along this, from this point to this point, whatever distance is obtained, you measure it and locate one center. One center point to locate it. Okay. Along this portion, locate this center point. You extend that along the center marked point as reference, draw a lighter line like this. Okay. So distance between these two marked points, center to center, given as 30 mm. Half of the 30 will be 15 mm. So right side 15 mm, left side 15 mm. You will locate one point using the longer scale of a drafter. And before that, this hollow passage is passing along the breadth, what is called as along the base of the object. Okay. You locate its center. Locate its center. That is further again a reset you draft. Here the scale was loosened. So first drawn line is the XY line. Keep the longer scale over the drafter. Rotate and nutting clockwise. The scale will be positioned like this. Okay. So this distance will be the breadth of the object. This will be breadth, same as 50 mm. Locate center of the breadth. That is 50 divided by 2 will be 25 mm. Locate one center point. Along the center point with this marked point as reference, 30 divided by 2 will be 15 mm. Right side and left side 15 mm. Okay, these points are located. With these marked points, this distance from center to center will be same as this 30 mm. That is from this point to this point will be 30 mm along the length of the object. Okay. Next, draw two semicircles, one on the right side and on the left side. Okay. What is this distance is given as a 12 mm. 12 mm means from this point to this point is 12 mm. That is semicircle diameter will be this given dimension to this 12 mm. 12 divided by 2 will be radius of this curvature. Okay. So take 6 mm in your compass, or by using pro circle you can draw one arc on the right side and another one arc on the left side. Okay. With this marked point as reference, draw two arcs, one on the right side, another one on the left side. This shall be done using compass or pro circle. Okay. For the chosen 6 mm radius. 12 divided by 2 will be 6 mm. Next, connect the two arcs by horizontal parallel lines like this. Okay, right. And if you want, you can erase the lines which were drawn earlier, or you can leave it as it is also, no issue. Right. So let us dimension this. This collar portion is given as 15 mm. So let us dimension this using HB pencil. Draw extension line. Next you draw dimension line. Put arrow heads and denote the size, mention the size, is given as a 15 mm, 15 in terms of millimeter. That is, this thickness is 15 mm and this size blue color part will be taken as same as 15 mm, okay. And this length part shall be dimensioned. So this portion length will be 40 mm. That is a diameter of the semicircle, which you have projected from the previous front view. Put it to narrow area, shade it, and you can write the dimension or the dimension. It's given as the 40. Okay, that is 2 times of radius. This will be radius, another radius on the left hand side. So adding 20 plus 20 will be 40 mm. That will be this part distance. Okay, blue color and red color portion. Okay, so next, on the right side of this given object, one arc is there, bigger arc. This arc is to be drawn. Okay, with this center as reference, draw an arc of radius 20 mm. Taking the radius here, it is mentioned as 20. This radius itself same can be taken for this part also on the right hand side of the given object. Okay, so because here separate size is not given, by assumption we are doing this. So take your compass with this center as reference and the radius of 20 mm in your compass, draw an arc. So before that, let me erase this part. So with this center as reference, draw an arc. So the arc radius is taken as the same as this arc 20 mm. Let us dimension this. Release your drafter scale and draw one 45-degree inclined line called as meter line. Meter line, draw a leader line, not meter line, it's a leader line inclined at 45 degree. Reset your drafter scale to horizontal position and draw one horizontal line at here. Okay. So from this point to this point is radius. So I use notation R. R stands for radius R20. Okay. So next, the center to center distance is given in the diagram as 30 mm. 30, you dimension it using the dimension line by providing a 2 extension line on the both the ends of this given point. Put it to narrow red, shade it. 30 shall be written like this. Okay, the view obtained is called as top view. Exactly below the front view, this top view diagram should come. Okay, next I am going to draw a left side view. So looking in this direction, for this given arrowhead direction, that is yet the object was placed like this. For this given front view direction, this will be left hand side. Looking in this direction called as left side, the view obtained is called as left side view. So what are the portions that will be visible to the observer when looking from the left side? So I turn the object so that you can see it in the camera. The view obtained is called as the left side view. Shall be drawn on the right side of the front view. Okay. So this you can see the breadth of the object on the base part plus this red color portion and this blue color part. Okay. So for that I go to draw meter line. Meter line is inclined line drawn at an angle of 45 degree using protractor. Okay, with this front view end point as reference, draw one meter line at an angle of 45 degree. Usually the protractor will be like this. Turn the protractor. The center point of the protractor must coincide with this point as reference. Mark an angle of 45 degree. Read like this: 0, 10, 20, 45. Put a point. Using freehand scale, join the marked points. This type of line inclined at 45 degree is called as meter line, used to draw the side view of the object. Okay, this angle is taken as a 45 degree. So using the longer scale of a drafter, draw various projectors from the previous top view. This is top view. Draw horizontal projector. Where it touches the meter line, it intersects the meter line at here and here. There you draw vertical projector using the vertical scale of your drafter. Okay. Also, you draw projection line from the previous front view. This is the previous front view. The top edge is to be projected using 2H pencil called as projection line. Along the this base breadth of the what is called as height of the base. So draw a projection line like this. Also, you project the center of the circle. Okay. So next, yes. So this will be the breadth of the base, shown yellow in color. Using HB pencil, draw various lines, edges. This smaller rectangle will be, this is that portion. You draw it using HB pencil. So looking in this direction, called as left side view direction, the observer can see the base part, base breadth 50 mm. You can see that base is, this is the base, okay, 50 mm. Let us dimension this. Draw a dimension line, put two narrow arrowhead on both the ends of the line, and you can write 50. That is breadth of the object. And this red color portion will be same as front view height, okay, that you have to understand, okay. So what is the thickness of the portion is given as a 15 mm. Okay, from this point you locate 15 mm, draw one line. 15 mm is 1.5 centimeter. And construct this vertical rectangle. Similarly, on the blue color part is to be shown. Okay. So draw for 15 mm thickness, this will be 15 mm. Draw vertical line, draw two parallel vertical line, and draw one horizontal line. This line denotes the top surface. Okay, you have to imagine seeing in this direction. So looking in this direction, observer can see the breadth of the object. Breadth and height you can see. This will be the base part breadth, and you can see this portion. Okay. So top surface will not be visible. Top surface already we drawn in the view called as a top view. Here this will be portion visible to the observer looking from the left side of the object. Base thickness and the height of the object. Okay. Looking in this direction, the viewer cannot see the passage, hollow passage is there. But something is passing inside the object. That has to be shown by means of line called as a dashed line. Okay, from the previous front view, draw horizontal project along the what is called this will from here to here will be the diameter of the circle. Okay, draw horizontal projector where it intersects with the side view. There you draw a dashed line using HB pencil. Here and here it intersects. Okay, here and here it intersects, but something is passing through. That is to be indicated in the diagram by means of dashed line. Draw dashed line is a broken line shown like this. Line gap, line gap, line gap, like that. It's called as a dash, D-A-S-H-E-D, dashed line. The passage is not seen in this direction, but something is passing. That is hidden is the hole. That is to be shown by use of, by means of leader, what is called as dashed line. Next, another dashed line is to be drawn on the base part of the object. So this is the direction of the side view called the left side view. Here one hollow is there. This vertical hollow is there along the base of this object. Looking in this direction called the side view direction, the hollow is not visible, but something is passing inside the base of the object. That is to be shown in the diagram. Draw horizontal projector from the previous top view, this part, this hollow part. Okay. So draw horizontal projector using 2H pencil. Where it intersects with the meter line, there you draw vertical projector. There you draw vertical projector where it intersects with the base part of the object, that is, this is a part. So there you draw dashed line showing the hidden passage on the base of the object. Okay, so this completes the side view called as left side view. It's drawn right side of the front view following first angle projection method or the principle. So let us dimension this. This will be the breadth of the object, 50 mm, and you can see the height of the object, same as the front view height. Okay, so base thickness is 15 mm, is already dimensioned. Okay, so overall height of the object shall be marked on this diagram. 15 plus 20 plus up to the center point of the circle will be 20 plus 15 will be 35 mm, and this will be the radius of the circle plus 20. So 15 plus 20 plus 20 will be 55 mm. So let us dimension this. So dot extension line. Next you draw dimension line. Put arrow at the shade. So this writing work and all should be carried out using HB pencil. Appears to be dark. One who reads the diagram must be able to visualize or understand the size provided in the diagram. 55 shall be written like this. Okay, and usually the dashed line dimension will not be shown in the diagram. Okay, dashed lines will not be dimensioned. That is to be rules to be followed in dimensioning. Yes, this completes the side view called as left side view. So now I write the name of the diagram. Draw guidelines for uniform height of letters. Use HB pencil for writing work. This view is called as a front view or elevation. Draw two parallel. We already drawn two parallel lines for uniform height of letters using 2H pencil. It's called as a front view. This view is called as a top view or plan. This is the left side view, drawn on the right side of the front view. So in the front view direction, this is the front view direction, the observer can see the length of the object and the height of the object. That is, this is the view. The top view, looking from the top, the observer can see the breadth of the object. Observer can see the breadth of the object and you can see the length of the object, same as the front view length. Okay, you need not to repeat the dimension. Here 120 is written. In the top view, same length is to be followed. You need not to repeat the dimension given in the one diagram. Okay, and in the side view called as left side view, the observer can see the breadth of the object and you can see the height of the object. Okay. Yeah, it's completed. On the right side lower of this diagram, draw two guidelines drawn at here like this, and you can write a common representation. All dimensions are in mm. Mm means millimeter is the unit followed. Okay. So this completes the views called as front view, top view, and left side view. Okay. Here base thickness is 15 mm. Same base will be this part. That is breadth of the object. Need not to repeat again 15 over here. Okay. Yeah, it's completed. Looks nice. So for different 3-dimensional object, you practice like this. Okay, follow our channel for better explanation. And thanks for listening. Yes.